Merry Christmas to all. I am a Virasat Mitra from Gauhati. Welcome you all to our 92nd Virasat Talk organized by Intangible Cultural Heritage Department, Heritage Society Patna. Today, our guest will be speaking on a very informative topic. So, I request you all to share the link so that we can reach more people. Today, we have with us Mr. Worrel Kumar Bain, sir. Welcome, sir. Faculty member of Anthropology Department, Gauhati University. He joined Anthropological Survey of India and served as a researcher and has been exposed to various parts of India as well as involved in various research projects. He has a wide range of research interests such as prehistory and paleoanthropology of Old World, human evolution, paleoarchaeology, paleoenvironment, ethnoarchaeology, experimental archaeology, lithic studies, archaeological survey and excavation methods, ethnographic documentation, tribal culture, cultural heritage, and so on. He published more than 20 research papers in national and international journals and participated and presented several national and international seminars, meetings, and workshops. Currently, he is serving as a faculty member of Gauhati University. Apart from that, he has taken the search as secretary of the NGO South Kolkata Society for Advanced Research on Tribal Heritage and Welfare. Today, you will be speaking on a very informative topic, traditional wisdom and practices involved in bamboo-based craft of the Lepcha community of North Sikkim. So, welcome you, sir, to our show. And without further delay, I hand over the show to you, sir. I will join again to you in the question answer session. So you can start, sir.
Thank you. Good evening and my warm greetings to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well during this coronavirus. At the onset, I would like to thank the Heritage Society, Patna, and Dr. Anathosh Devarji, Director General, Heritage Society, for inviting me on to speak on this wonderful platform. I am thankful to you, sir. I came to know that Heritage Society is not only an NGO but also a dream of few individuals who wanted to do something for the society. They are doing a very good work on different aspects, such as focusing on tangible and intangible cultural heritage, as well as different in some important aspects which are related with culture. I have heard some of their Facebook live talks, and I personally feel that it has created a very good platform to share academic views during this pandemic situation. It is important to mention that they have taken us various issues to discuss. I find their work as well as their page in Facebook and as well as in YouTube is very interesting. Today, I am going to speak work that is traditional wisdom and practices involved in bamboo basketry of the Lepcha community of North Sikkim, a unique cultural heritage. So, for today's talk, I have divided my segments, such as I will start with bamboo basketry. I will start with bamboo basketry and my slides are visible.
No, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Okay, it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, for the today's talk, I have divided my lectures into some segments, such as I will start with the bamboo crafts and its cultural heritage and cultural significance in human society. The next part will be focused on the bamboo in Indian context, special reference to Northeast India. Then I will focus on my study area, that is Jongu Reserve of North Sikkim. Then I will discuss about the methodological aspects related with the study. The next part will be on cultural significance of bamboo among the Lepcha tribe. I will also focus on the traditional knowledge which is associated with these bamboo crafts of Lepcha, which make the intangible cultural heritage to that particular community. I will also put light on the myth and beliefs associated with bamboo crafts. I will also talk about the bamboo crafts of Lepcha and their probable usage. And I will also talk on the process of bamboo basketry, making and patterns on the bamboo basketry, its meaning. And the last segment of my talk will be focused on the present scenario of this craft form, which will be followed by conclusion. Bamboo in Southeast Asian context, if we consider that bamboo, one of the precious plant resources of the earth, which plays a cardinal role in influencing the pattern of civilized life in southern and eastern Asian countries, where they found abundance. Bamboo are notable economic and cultural significance in various countries of Asia. Bamboo has a long history in the people's life as a cultural material. Since ancient times, the use of bamboo is evident in hunting gathering, fishing, agricultural activities, warfare, transportation, etc. And the interesting thing is that the use of bamboo goes back to 5,000 years ago and reported from China. Uh, Evidence for the prehistoric use of bamboo consists chiefly of ethnographic examples of bamboo technology utilized by the tribal population of South Asia, Polynesia, and Papua New Guinea. If we consider the Indian context, then bamboo crafts make a vital part for the economy of India and to some extent the Northeast Indian economy. The vigorous bamboo crafts tradition of Northeast India gets the most creative expression through the craftsmanship of the various Northeast Indian ethnic communities. The spectacular variety and the diverse range of Northeastern bamboo crafts clearly exhibits the skill of the artisans in working with bamboo. The dexterous hand of the Northeastern Indian artisans can transform a dull, dark piece of bamboo into realistic, artistic masterpiece. Almost all the states of Northeast India, we can find bamboo. This large area considered to be the potential area in the country as far as bamboo resources are concerned. In this area, altogether 57 species we have found which belong to 8 genera. Major role of bamboo in this area, those are food security, economic prosperity, household purposes, along with socio-economic uses as well as ritual purposes. Mainly people use bamboos in Northeast India. We can see the different types of bamboo artifacts, such as these are from Assam, traditional bamboo basketry, which is related with fishing. Then traditional bamboo basketry used for tea planting in tea gardens of Assam. We can see bamboo basketry of Jamatia community of Tripura. They are mainly make the bamboo basketry for different purposes, such as they make different kinds of basketry to carry the household goods for market as well as carry the agricultural products from the field to home, as well as for different kinds of fishing activities. This is a decorated basket of Chiang Naga community from Nagaland. Carrying basket of Konyak Naga from Nagaland. Different kinds of bamboo crafts such as a hat, different kinds of hat, winnowing fan, which are associated with the Naga communities. Bamboo crafts of the Khashi community of East Khashi Hill district. They mainly use for different purposes, use this bamboo craft for different purposes. Say for an example, collecting different forest products from hilly forest, as well as collecting different agricultural products, as well as different household products. Fishing gears made of bamboo, Mech community of Assam. Now I will talk about my study area, that is Sikkim. Amidst the endless bounty of nature in the eastern Himalayas lies Sikkim. It is the 22nd state of the Indian Union, which located in the southern mountain range of the eastern Himalayas. It is spread between the world's third highest mountains, Mount Kanchenjunga, which is regarded by the Sikkimis as their protective deity. Sikkim is separated by the Singalila range and Bhutan in the southwest, Rangit and Rangpo rivers from the borders with the Indian state of West Bengal. It has 4 districts that are named according to their regional locations, and they are North District, West District, South District, East District. These districts are further divided into some subdivisions. The Sikkim's population comprises many ethnic, linguistic, and cultural groups. The different communities of Sikkim are characterized by their individual culture, customs, and tradition. The present study had been carried out among the Lepcha community of Jammu Reserve area of North Sikkim. Jammu is located about 15 km towards south from the district headquarters Mangan. The Jammu is bounded to the southeast by the Tista River and northeast by the Rongyongchu, and to the west by the rising mountain leading to Kanchenjunga. North Sikkim is perhaps more tradition farmings than rest of the Sikkim, and that this district is dominated over by the Lepcha population. Jammu Reserve is the Lepcha Reserve in North Sikkim. It is the private estate of a queen of one of the Chogyal kings, the erstwhile ruler of the kingdom of Sikkim. It was created to preserve their social homogeneity. For the present research, 4 villages have been selected, such as Passingdong, Lingthem, Shankalan, and Lingdong. Those villages are situated at the different altitudes. The villages have been selected purposefully because the bamboos are grown at the different altitude of Sikkim as well as to get a clear picture about the bamboo basketry, as well as which kind of bamboo species they use for manufacturing their craft. Formulated my study to select those villages which are situated at the different altitudes. This is a panoramic view of the Jammu Reserve area. Methodological understanding. Standard anthropological methods have been used for data collection, such as questionnaire method, interview method, case study method, observation method, informal conversation, along with audiovisual and photographic documentation. Interviews were conducted at 3 levels: individual level, group discussion, and thorough discussion with the villagers. Visual as well as audiovisual documentation has been done to document the intangible aspects associated with the crafts. Textual documentation of the object also been done. Questionnaires. It is important to note that for any kind of documentation which is dealing with intangible cultural heritage, questionnaire plays an important role. It is always frame the documentation. It is one of the important methodological aspects, as I mentioned earlier. I prepared these questionnaires after my first visit as a reconnaissance tour in the study area, that is Jammu Reserve area, because without seeing the situation and the context of the problem, I was unable to make those questions. So these are my some set of questions. I have used those questions when I was taking interviews of different people, as well as community member, community leaders, as well as different persons. Lepcha community. The Lepcha belongs to the Tibeto-Burmese race living on the southern and eastern slopes of Mount Kanchenjunga. They call themselves Rongpu or Mutanchi Rongpu, which translates as mother's loved one. Lepcha are also known as Mangpa by the Tibetans, while Bhutanese call them Maris. The Lepcha community is considered the original inhabitants of the North Sikkim. North Sikkim perhaps more tradition forbids than the rest of the Sikkim, and this district is dominated over by the Lepcha population. According to the Lepcha people, the very name Lepcha, with which they are now identified, is not the original name of the community. It was the British people who used to call them as Lepcha. However, they accepted the name as it is the official use of the government as well as in international level. Lepchas are nature worshippers. They believe in spirits who live in nature and natural surroundings and may be benevolent or benevolent for their life and livelihood. The material culture of Lepcha is nature-based. Lepcha use wood, bamboo, as well as cane for construction of their house, bridge, making of utensils, ornaments, making of agricultural and hunting implements, as well as making of different kinds of basketry, musical instrument, and so on. Bamboo is deeply rooted in their culture and tradition. The abundant availability of bamboo has made them heavily dependent on it for their survival. Bamboo is an essential resource for them. The bond between bamboo and the Lepcha is strong. They bond with bamboo and die with it. They believe that they are the younger brother of bamboo. Throughout their life, bamboo plays a very important role. The use of bamboo also mentioned in their myth. The Lepcha people make only those things for bamboos which are required in their day-to-day life. The use of these artifacts is restricted to the community, either for self-use or local exchange. Bamboo craft is one of the traditional crafts of the Sikkim, and Lepcha community is engaged with this craft work from time immemorial. The use of bamboo is also mentioned in their different kinds of myths. There are various types of bamboo crafts produced by the Lepcha. Those vary according to their size and shape. Their pattern of weaving also varies. Among the Lepcha, this craft work is ideally supposed to be the main work. They have rich tradition of bamboo craft. Locally available bamboo is the raw material for their craft work. Bamboo is an indispensable part of their livelihood, mostly in the form of food, shelter, household items, medicine, furniture, and ethno-religious purpose. They also make musical instrument and fishing and hunting implements out of bamboo. The authentic uniqueness of this craft work carries the identity of the Lepcha. There are more or less 25 bamboo species are still now reported from North Sikkim, but all the species are not good for bamboo craft. Lepcha use mainly Bambusa natun, locally known as malu, Bambusa polida, locally known as podium, Bambusa tulida, locally known as podium shang yim, Dendrocolonus hamiltoni var, locally known as po, as well as local varieties such as Proyang, Polom, Prong, Gyasi, Parmoik. These are the species which are used by the Lepcha community for different purposes, not only for making the bamboo crafts, but also various kind of religious purposes. So these are some of the bamboo species which I have documented when I was working there, such as Podium, Malu, Po, Prong, Gyasi, Porfok, and these are some of the craft work of Lepcha, which are the final product of these bamboo species. Bamboo crafts of the Lepcha. It is the amalgamation of three components such as practice, skill, and knowledge system and its transmission. Among the Lepchas, all the traditional knowledge and wisdom related to bamboo ultimately flow from practice. It is preserved, passed, and improved almost entirely in the course of applying it in practice, and therefore is highly sensitive. The knowledge regarding bamboo craft is highly skillful among the lectures. Lecture believe that Mother Nature specially has given this skill to some of the people and they are specialized for this kind of work due to the blessings of the Mother Nature. Here I want to mention two case studies which I have collected during my study. First one, according to Chapel Lepcha, one of the craftsmen of that is Jammu Reserve area. According to him, quote unquote, I got knowledge from my father. He was a specialized craftsman. He knew to make every type of bamboo basket. Still now, no one in Jammu can make all the types of bamboo basketry. Even I am also unable to do all. It requires special talent and my father had that talent. Another one case study, according to J.J. Lepcha, quote unquote, grandfather transmits his knowledge to the father and father transmits his knowledge to the son. Knowledge of bamboo handicraft is not being transferred to the daughter. It is the male's domain. Male learns how to make baskets from their father or grandfather, but it is not like that in a craftsman family where father is a specialized craftsman. His son should be a craftsman. Any male member can learn. Traditional knowledge associated with bamboo crafts are related with the selection of the bamboos for various crafts forms, cutting of bamboo, time of cutting, as well as during making, what kind of precaution they need, as well as protection of the craft for long time of use. This all the things are associated with their craft forms. So myths and beliefs associated with the bamboo crafts of the Lepcha. There are some myths and beliefs associated with the bamboo crafts of the Lepcha community. According to the Lepcha creation myth, the Bongthing, their traditional Lepcha priest, prayed to Mother Nature for the bamboo and they collected the bamboo from a mythical place called Yumling Yungsung. Here I want to put one another case study. According to one of my key informants, Pudongthing and Nuzungnu, the first male and female of the Lepcha community, were sent to Mayalia, a mythical place of Lepcha origin, by the mother creator, that is Mount Kanchenjunga. And during their stay at Mayalyang, they use bamboo items such as the two variety, such as loom and hunting implements. In their creation myth, it is also mentioned, it is also said that after creating that insects, one insect collected the bamboo seeds from the mythical forest and spread those seeds in and around of Mayanliang. In this way, different bamboo varieties have been spread at different altitudes. I want to put another case study. According to one of my informant, during he mentioned that during marriage, the older generation gives blessing to new married couple and tell them that like the bamboo, your family will grow quickly. It is because the growth of the bamboo is very quick, and in this way, the family will increase. So uh, here in their perception, bamboo is equated with the fertility. Use of bamboo crafts among the lectures. Here we can see different kinds of usage. That is construction construction purposes. They use bamboos. For drinking purposes, they also use bamboo, as well as for hunting and fishing equipment. For making hunting and fishing equipments, they use this bamboo, as well as they also use bamboo for textile operation as well as ritual purposes. they make the flute as a musical instrument from bamboo, as well as different kinds of baskets. Those are mainly used for storing the grain sometimes, storing the household items, as well as storing the different agricultural products. Another one important thing, they use that bamboo as a container, as a cooking container, or sometimes they use bamboo for storing the cooked food. These are the interesting things which are associated with this craft tradition among the lectures. These are some of the implements, bamboo implements, which are associated with their culture, such as known as bam talun. It is nothing but a winnowing fan, mainly used for clean the grains, different kinds of grains. Tubar talun, it is one kind of one kind of bamboo tray. They mainly use this tray for drying the grains. Patuk, it is a tea mug. They make and use it. Talium, it is locally known as talium, but it is they use this craft for carrying different kinds of agricultural product. Doka, it is another one craft of Lepcha, bamboo crafts of Lepcha, and Doka is also used by the Nepali communities. The most important thing is that there are some variations between the Nepali Doka as well as Doka made and used by the Lepcha. So each and every each and every bamboo craft which is associated with Lepcha community has their special significance, and they can easily make the difference with other crafts. Ornaments is the ornament box made out of bamboo craft. Grain storing basketry, it is another one thing. Its size is so large. It is one of the important things that is somak thakta, traditional bamboo hat of the Lepcha community. It is also, they believe that it is their identity also. So we can see how a simple specimen or simple object is related with their culture, and what is their cognition or worldview about that particular object. That's a single object defines a whole community. It is so unique in nature. The Somok Thakthok or Lepcha traditional hat is unique and exclusive to the Lepcha community. It is one of the oldest form of the craft. The hat formed the headgear of the royal soldiers, later on Sikkim guards, during the regime of Chogyal dynasty of Sikkim. Lepcha people wear this hat in marriage ceremony and other occasions where they go to. Whenever they go to any occasions organized by other tribal community, they prefer to put this hat as a typical identity of the Lepcha community. It is the symbol of their community. They feel proud for it. The hat made of Proyang bamboo, it requires skill of the craftsman and not less than a month with quantum of patience to complete a single hat. They also use hat during hunting. It is known as papri hat, but the size and shape is different from their traditional hat that is from Thakthak. And if you see that the middle portion of the hat, there is one iron implement. So this is related with the hunting. We can see from that kind of symbols. Use of bamboo for religious purposes. They worship almost all natural objects of the religion. Uh, Worship of nature is an integral part of their society. Lepcha perform various ceremonial and ritual occasions. The bamboo, the Bumthing and the moon, the traditional priest of the or priest perform their ceremonies and rituals. In these ceremonies, bamboo plays an important role. There are many small bamboo baskets used in this occasion. During documentation, it has observed that for the ritual purpose, four variety is used. It is the most important bamboo variety because for the time of lepcha creation, it is with lepcha tradition, lepcha culture. These are the moon and Bumthing, the traditional priest of the lepcha. Bamboo items used in the monastery. In monasteries of North Sikkim, there are limited use of bamboo, mainly during the festivals and ceremonies. The lamas use some of the bamboo. Lamas use some of the bamboo articles for which are made of mainly gyasi as well as podium bamboo. So these are the thing for the structure. Gyasi bamboo is used. Sometimes they use po variety also. Containers made of podium. They make good luck structure made of bamboo. It is locally known as gilchen. During the Cham festival, the chief lama used a spoon which is made out of this bamboo to spread the holy water. Process of making bamboo basketry. There are mainly six stages, or we can say the steps, such as selection and cutting of bamboo from local level or local area. Mainly local bamboos they use for making the craft. Split of bamboo poles into several pieces according to their needs, making of strips of desirable sizes, because each and every bamboo items you need different kinds of bamboo strips, or we can say different shape and size of bamboo strips. And processing, after getting those strips, processing of the splits with knife, they process the bamboo strips with the knife. After that, they need minimum drying of the strips with the help of the smoke. Sometimes they use sunlight also. And after that, making of baskets with the help of the strips. So these are the whole processes. Patterns on bamboo basketry. There are two general patterns in their basketry, such as closely woven baskets and loosely woven baskets. In the loosely woven baskets, there are also two subtypes or sub-patterns, we can say. One is with big eyes and another one is little closed eyes. Even more closer eyes type of pattern have been used during basketry making. Another one thing is that the name of the pattern, that is Somok pattern, Tacit pattern, Rumpu pattern, Miklium pattern. Somok Sobok is the earliest pattern of the lecture. It is one of the earliest bamboo basketry pattern. It is derived from their traditional hat, that is Somok Sobok, or that is Somok Thaktu. They believe that Somok is the female pattern and Sobok is the male pattern. There is another pattern, that is Somok Cup. They believe that Somok Cup is the baby of Somok Sobok. Other patterns are Rumpung pattern, Thasip pattern, Miklung pattern, Imik pattern, etc. According to the Lepcha, Sumuk Sabok pattern was the first time made by the Bungthing, their traditional priest. This pattern is also used during the rituals when Bungthing make designs on the bamboo. They believe that Bungthing used this pattern on bamboo to protect them from evil spirit. It is one of the important things which has been observed during the field visit, that these kind of patterns are common in their traditional dresses. When they make dress, this kind of, that is sumok, sobok, and silotret, this kind of pattern are there. So how this pattern is important to them, and their cognition about that pattern, we can see from their dress. Difference between the bamboo crafts of Lepcha with other communities. That is, the structure and the shape of the Lepcha bamboo crafts vary from bamboo crafts of Nepali community. Generally, Lepcha basketry is cylindrical in nature and their finishing is also different. Pattern of bamboo basketry are also different in case of Lepcha. There are two general patterns in their basketry, such as closely woven baskets and loosely woven baskets. In the loosely woven baskets, there are also two types of pattern. One is with big eyes, and another one is with little close eyes, which I have mentioned earlier. Bamboo basketry of Nepal community is conical in shape, in general. Present scenario, it has been observed that nowadays certain changes has taken place in the field of traditional bamboo crafts of the Lepcha. It is almost losing its real meaning to the new generation due to modernization as well as industrialization. This craft is in the verge of extinction. It is in the most of the Lepcha households, they use the aluminium utensils as well as Chinese crockery instead of using their own ethnic items. Here I want to put another two case studies according to the local people, quote unquote. The modern things are more comfortable in terms of cleaning and washing and thus hygienic too. Bamboo item cannot be cleaned properly. See this bamboo cup, it bears the strain of the tea even after washing, and due to the regular use, there will be a clearly visible black coating which is not hygienic at all. But in the Chinese crockery, you won't find such kind of things. Another point is that the modern utensils are easy to use and cheap for buying. According to Sonam Lepcha, quote unquote, basketry making is time-consuming job. These things are purely need-based. These are not for consumerism. So the craftsmen get nominal money from their neighborhood, and when they are requested to make basketry for them, but they are to invest a lot of time and energy. If you use this time, and they use this time and energy to different purposes in other works, we can say, then they can earn some extra money. It is also observed that religious conversion into Lamaism has greatly replaced their bamboo handicrafts, because there is very limited use of bamboo in Buddhism. It is important to note that young generation is losing interest towards these traditional knowledge-based crafts. Here I want to put another one case study. According to Ugen Lepcha, he was one of the member of that panchayat in North Sikkim in Jambu Reserve area. Quote unquote, young generation is engaged with modern amenities as well as modern gadgets such as mobile, laptop, etc. They may see the bamboo crafts in their household, but they don't know how to make it. Even very, even very few of them are aware of the bamboo types in this area. They do not feel pride in their traditional cultural attributes. They don't feel pride in their own ethnic values also. All of them are running after modernity. It is the reality here. There are some government and NGOs initiatives with an aim to maintain, develop interest in bamboo crafts among the local people and to provide additional livelihood opportunities. Skill development activities for the local bamboo craftsmen and artisans were planned during 2018 and 2019. The KLCDI India, in collaborating with local partners such as local MLAs, Forest Department, etc., organized training program in Lingdem GPU. A total of 6 beneficiaries having knowledge about the traditional bamboo crafts were identified along with other interested persons. Training of making of bamboo products such as different kinds of basketry, different kinds of coffee pack, LED light cover, pen stands, bulb cover, etc. They made. The local available bamboo species were used to make those items in various incidents such as hot spring festivals at Zongu, exhibitions at Bamboo Mark, MG Mark, Gangtok. These bamboo made dustbins were prepared and installed along with the trekking corridors in Zongu to avoid plastic and support such Bharat mission. So this is the high time to document this traditional knowledge system with the application of modern techniques before it is lost forever. From this point of view, that present work is successful in documenting the tangible and intangible aspect of this knowledge system of the Lepcha community who are still holding some of their traditional practices which may not be available in forthcoming years under the growing influence of modernity. They need to plan to revive this cultural heritage, and they also need financial help for its protection and preservation. And there is urgent need to build community museum which can be a motivation for community to move forward towards modernity without abandoning their ethnic values and tradition. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was very informative and beneficial for us.
Yeah.
Sir, there are some questions. Sir, from Manita Pandey, ma'am. What was the original name of
What
Lepcha
was the
community?
original name of Lepcha community? Previously,
Yes, sir.
they known as Rongku or sometimes Mutanchi Rongku. This is the actual name of them. But after that, due to different kinds of movements as well as British people, as well as different neighboring communities, we can see different kinds of name which have emerged after independence also. Say for an example, the name of the Lepcha, which are associated with the British people. This kind of thing.
Okay, sir. So, thank you, sir. It was very informative and beneficial. I want to thank our viewers and followers of Heritage Society, our hardworking Virasat Mitras and staff for their active participation and support. So, our all Virasat Mitras have worked very hard, and our staff also. And I want to thank our Director General, Dr. Divedi sir, for organizing the weekly talk. And on the behalf of Heritage Society, I want to thank you, sir, for your valuable presentation and your findings. And thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.